Hello everyone, I'm Fahim bin Amin. If you are learning Python, then I guess you might have faced this issue where you want to write something, but each time you execute the code, or you can say you run the Python code, you get a new line automatically after printing each line. This is actually not a problem, but this is a common feature of Python programming language. But there is a way to fix that problem. Actually, as it is not a problem, so we shouldn't call it a problem, right? But actually there are many ways to solve that. Or if you don't want that, if you don't want to print new line automatically after executing each code, you can do that. What you need to do, you have to simply tell the Python by tweaking your writing in your code a little bit. Let me show you how. Suppose I want to print a basic stuff, which is the hello world. So what I normally do, I normally simply use the print function, and in that function I use quotation, whether that can be single quote or the double quote, and then I write my string or word or anything I want to print in the output. All right, so let's say I want to print hello world. Now if I simply run, or you can say execute the Python code, I get hello world. All right, now if I simply copy and paste the same command 3 times and run the code, you will see that I'm getting the output in 3 different lines. Why is that? Because Python does that automatically. Now if I want to describe why Python does that and why it's happened like this, why it does do that, then the video might get a little bit lengthy, so I'm not going there right now in this video. So I will simply going to show you how you can minimize the fact. So what you need to do, if you don't want the automatically generated new line in Python, you have to add a new parameter. The parameter is end. Let's say after printing the first hello world, I don't want any new line. So what I would do, I would simply add a comma after providing the string in the quotation, whether that can be single quote or double quote, any type of quote you want, and then you need to add the end parameter. Simply use end and equal sign, and here I can use a double quote, write this. So what it does, it tells Python that after executing this line, or you can say after printing this line, we don't want anything at the end of this line. All right, because you can see that I haven't used anything other than you can say blank double quote, you can say that, right? So if I simply run this code, you can see that after printing the first hello world, I am not in the new line, right? The second hello world has been printed alongside it. Here I am not getting any space because I haven't provided any space. If I want to provide a space after printing the first hello world string, I can do that in multiple ways. Let's see. First of all, I can simply add a single space within the first string so that it counts this whole thing with the space as a single string. Here I'm getting the space automatically, and then I'm going to execute the second line and third line and so on. Now if I simply run this code, you can see hello world. Oops, I'm getting a temp code runner. Don't worry about that. Let me run this Python code manually for now. You can see after printing the first hello world, I'm getting a single space which I have provided right here, and then I am executing the next lines of code like this. But let's say you don't want to add a space manually within the string itself. All right, so what you can do, well, let's see what we can do. All right, so let's say I want to add a space after printing this hello world. What I can do, I can change the parameter value of the end parameter from the nothing double quote to a single space double quote. And if I simply run this code, you can see after printing the first hello world string, I am getting a space. Why I am getting this space? Because I have entered the value as an space in the end parameter. So I am getting this. So let's say I want to print some number. Let's say I use a for loop. What is that? For I in range, let's say 10 times. And what I want to do, I want to print the value of I like this. And if I simply run this code, what would happen? It would print from 0 to 9 as it always does. All right. Now, I don't want to print it like this. That means I don't want it to print each numbers in a separate line. So what I can do, again, I can simply use the end parameter here like this. End, sorry, end, end, like this. And if I simply run this code, you see that it has been printed all the digits in a single line without any space. Now, if I want space, I can add a single space here, as I have just showed you earlier. And if I simply run this code, I'm getting this space. All right. Now, what would you do if I tell you that I don't want any space after printing each digits here, but I want a single comma after printing each digits here? So what you can do? Simple. Instead of using a space value in the parameter value of end, we can simply specify a comma. What it would do, after printing each value of I mean after printing each values of I, it would simply add a single comma, then it would iterate itself. All right, let's see if I run this code, what would happen. Now you see, after running this code, I'm getting 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, everything's fine, and I'm getting a comma is getting printed after printing each digits. So we solved our problem, right? Now you can see that I have also got a comma after ending this, after ending the last digit, but we can also solve that. How can we solve that? Let me give the task to you. You try yourself, and if you can't do that, let me know. Then I would probably make a very short video how to solve that, regarding how to solve that. All right. So that's it. Now, if you are new to this channel, then please consider subscribing to my channel, and don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and yeah, I'll see you in another video. One more thing, if you want to follow me, you can do that in GitHub, LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and I will provide all of the link in this video's description box. So bye bye.